A home needs to be reflective of the character of the person living in it. It doesn't matter what the size is, the job is to really make the place your own. I am Louis Gotinga and I'm the principal designer at Siglo Interiors, and we're here at our Fame Residences project at Greenfield City here in Mandaluyong, Philippines. If you think about the Philippines as a creative design market, it's quite interesting because there's a huge middle class market, and that's a good opportunity to do business with them in terms of interior design renovations and home makeovers. But on the other hand, the market is quite conservative design-wise. A lot of the clients that approach us, or a lot of the markets that's available for interior designers to tap, are really more into wanting to get a particular look for the most affordable that they could get it for. And while that is not such a bad thing per se, we believe that that also presents a challenge in terms of individuality and creative expression in your own personal space. We feel that there's a gap there, and that gap is where what we want to fill in at Siglo Interiors. So at Siglo Interiors, we believe that there's an opportunity for you to create a highly experiential design in your home, however small or compact it may be. And it doesn't have to cost you a fortune. So Siglo Interiors is all for that. It's about uniqueness, expression, art in the form of a space. This is really targeted at people who are very discerning and really know what they like and know the value of standing out in terms of having a space that they can completely regard as theirs, no? Very unique. We aspire to bring emotional experiences in spaces. Style or theme comes as a byproduct already after coming up with the atmosphere that we wanted to go for the space. The same design approach came in this studio unit, in creating this studio unit. We were lucky to have a client that shares the same passion for experimentation and sense of adventure. So his main brief was really to make something that doesn't remind him of anything that he sees in his condo's lobby and the amenities areas. No? So this condo is the style of the condo is really very hotel-like, the lobbies, no? And the amenities areas. So we wanted to do something that's completely different from that. So this is what the studio is all about. The client wants to have a backlit geometric wall somewhere and a bed that would highlight his work-centered lifestyle in the unit on an everyday basis. So we think that we have achieved that and more. These requisite requirements actually paved way for the mood of the space. The backlit geometric wall cannot be small and has to be scaled with the rest of the areas of the space. So what happened was it became the hero of the space in the sense that it became an entire wall. It actually ties all these living spaces together, the dining and living area, the office area, and the sleeping area or the bunk bed above it. We are proud of what we have achieved for this studio unit. The thing is with studio developers, usually you're forced to see and develop a lifestyle around these spaces that are very small. Come to think of it, it's actually just the size and scale of this unit is just actually a byproduct of digits in a spreadsheet, right? How many units can you fit in this floor of a building? So these are the perennial challenges that we encounter as interior designers. We're forced to look elsewhere for solutions for these constant questions that come up every time you have a project. The unit is too narrow, there's only one source of light and it's at the end of the room. So how do you create zones and spaces that have natural light? And more importantly, how do you create spaces that your client will actually enjoy and love spending time there? So these are the challenges that we normally encounter, and they usually just lead you to take very few options available. From our experience, you're really you really stand to gain more by doing something very drastic. In this unit, we highlighted the narrowness even further. We bisected the space color-wise into two. The cut was along the length. One side is in the silver gray wood laminate finish. That's the bed area and the sofa area. And the other side is in this very tactile white clay finish. So the approach was to do that for zoning, yes, but we also did that for color blocking, as we feel that it would be the way to hide the visual massiveness of the bunk bed and living room area. So it was all about that and creating visual rests and details in the space. What's great about looking for rare opportunities to solving the problem is that you find yourself having more spaces and corners that you wouldn't have really gotten if you didn't explore or experiment as much. What we learned about this project is that the experience of a space and inhabiting it isn't really just about rooms unraveling as you walk in the space, right? It's all about experiences from where you wake up, from where you're standing while you're in this room and you glance this other way. So especially in smaller units, it's all about all these tiny glances or vantages that you see from where you are. So it's all about the 360 experience. It's imagining a lifestyle in this space that starts the inspiration of what to do with the space. Our client is not a shy person in incorporating modernity and the future in the home. So this house is actually fully automated, from the lights to everything that has IR, which is the aircon, TV, even his fans. No? So everything is automated. We believe we have channeled the same boldness in many ways. For example, choosing dark colors didn't really make the space look smaller. We feel like we have revealed and highlighted areas as we wanted them to. Playing big with contrasts and many more untraditional choices were important for this project, but it is also about the client. Much of the success of the look and experience of a design rests on the client. The unit owner really trusted us with our instincts, and that proved to be such an important ingredient in making a space as unique as this to happen.